Well, here I am. It's quite a nice day. It seems like we're getting some wave action. Clouds in the sky, some dramatic clouds. So I think plenty to shoot around here. What I need to do is I need to bring the tripod down here. But first of all, I need to sort out where I'm gonna stay the night. But I think this is definitely a spot that's worthwhile shooting extensively. Beautiful cliffs, lots of rocks, and of course the ocean. As you can see, going right round, following the horizon. Beautiful. Look at those beautiful cliffs on the opposite side of the canal. And then this way, absolutely gorgeous. Not only is it gorgeous, it's got lots of character with all kinds of plants growing and ferns, and it's really absolutely gorgeous. So yes, I will be shooting here today. Well, turned out to be quite a lovely day. Unfortunately, a lot of the beautiful clouds have disappeared. I hope a few of them are going to stick around for sunset. Otherwise, I'm not so sure. But yes, beautiful location. I'm looking at some sandstone formations here in the area. Let me show you. You can actually see the sandstone formations in the distance. Quite small here on the video camera, but they stand out quite well at about 100 millimeters. But quite a beautiful area. That rock island down there is actually called Castle Rock, and as a matter of interest, I own a tiny bit of that. Somewhere I've got a certificate that says a piece of that rock is mine from a very long time ago, from about 32 years ago. I haven't been here for a very long time. But yes, beautiful beach. Nice for sunbathing and so on, but probably not ideal for photography other than the sandstone formations, which I do like, and I will try and shoot them maybe tomorrow. Well, I'm still looking for new locations. This is a potential one, but mostly from down at the bottom. But I still think the first beach, or the first place that I went to, has more potential, specifically as far as the rocks go. So I think I'm going to head back that way. I still have time for lunch before sundown. but there's going to be quite a bit of a hike as well to get to the place where I actually want to be. So I'm going to slowly head back that way again. Well, it appears this is not my day. First of all, I managed to drop my wireless microphone in the water. Fortunately, there was fresh water early on. Rescued it, it seems to be okay. So I decided to come down here to the rocks, walking down some wooden stairs down the rock to the beach. One of the stairs actually broke under me and I fell. I'm kind of okay, no damage, but unfortunately my camera took a bit of a beating. It was on the tripod, so the back end, the viewfinder and the screen of my Sony A7RIVa was basically destroyed. It still shoots. I can still see enough on the screen to shoot with it, but yeah, not a cool day. And now the clouds are gone as well. I don't see any clouds around, or no real clouds around, so it's not going to be that spectacular. Still some nice wave action. Actually, where I am, I better move soon because I think I'm going to get wet as well. The tide is coming in, so I don't want to be trapped here. That'll be the ultimate disaster for the day. But I'm going to take 1 or 2 photos quickly and then I'm going to retreat. Well, good morning everyone. I hope it's light enough that you can actually see me. I'm down on the beach between the rocks, awaiting a sunrise, or hopefully there will be a sunrise. Let's see what we can get after yesterday's not such a great shooting conditions. Solid cloud on the horizon, but where the sun is, there is a little bit of a gap, so maybe, just maybe, we'll see. It's really a bit windy and cold here, as you can see the way I'm dressed. Not taking any chances. Also a bit of spray flying around. But let me show you what it looks like the other way. Now that's really the area that I'm looking at. There's a nice pool, or I should say not pool, there's a bit of the ocean between the rocks here. And then there's that nice triangular rock in the distance. Now the sun is going to come up just to the left of this image. In the foreground we do have some nice rocks for foreground interest. But right now it's still very dark at f10. I need a 30-second exposure. But it's quite a beautiful area. Later on, when the lights is a bit better, I'm hoping for some soft light on the rocks behind me. I can't show you what they look like right now. I'm a bit low, but you can see there in the distance on those cliffs. I'm hoping for some nice light on the cliffs there. But for now, I'm going to concentrate on what is essentially this composition in front of me, with some nice cloud formations, hopefully a bit of color just now. And then the rocks in the foreground. Well, it's slowly but surely getting lighter now. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like the sunrise is going to happen. The clouds closed in again, but it's still quite chilly. It's about 6 degrees and a bit windy and very humid, but beautiful scenery, and I'm going to make the best of what I've got. Just maybe we can get something decent here. Not much action in the ocean. Every 5 minutes or so there's a huge wave, but the rest of the time not so much. Let me show you the composition. I've now moved slightly. I'm not where I was in the previous shot. I've moved a bit closer to the water with the idea of actually getting maybe some reflections in the pools, rock pools, but unfortunately it's too windy, so no reflections, but still a nice scenery. The rock is still there in the distance. You can just see it on the horizon now. As you can see, the clouds are broken over there, but where the sun rises over there, it's a bit more solid. So it's now already just past sunrise, so no real color in the sky, unfortunately. But lots of rocks to play with. There's a lot here that I can still shoot, and then ultimately a bit later on I'm going to shoot the cliffs in the distance there. At least they should have some color. And as you can see, some beautiful colors in the rocks here. They're all like this reddish brown color from lichen on them. And the seabirds are checking me out, saying, "What are you doing here so early?" Okay, I've now moved to another spot. I think I've worked the previous compositions as far as I could, especially since there was no sunrise. But this is also a nice spot, quite pleasant. Beautiful cliffs in the background, and then of course the ocean lapping right here. So let's see what we can do here. I'm still hoping for a bit of light. It looks like there's still a bit of a chance for a couple of rays of sun coming through. So let's see. Let me first show you what the scene looks like. Okay, behind me I've got some rather serious rocks, and as I move around you'll start seeing the ocean, and in the distance the cliffs that I want to take a photo. I was hoping for some sun on them, but now that is questionable if that's going to happen, but there might still be some good light. Then there's a lagoon in the distance, the Knysna lagoon. Tiny bit of lights, and then of course these absolutely gorgeous cliffs on this side. Look at their colors, reds and browns and blacks and greens. Lots of ferns and all kinds of stuff growing on them. Absolutely gorgeous. And some more behind me here. That's now in the direction, that's where I was. There's where I was standing earlier on when I took the first set of photos this morning. But overall, I'm quite happy with this location. It's got lots of potential, but I need the good light. I'm not sure if I might have another sunset and a sunrise here tonight and tomorrow morning. I still need to decide on that, but for now I'm going to make the best with what I've got. still exploring a bit. Found another location between some rocks with the cliffs in the distance, but the weather's turning quite miserable. It rained a bit just now as well, so I'm not sure. And it's also getting a bit darker. There's quite a rain cloud moving in from the ocean, but I'm going to just have a look around, maybe try and find a composition here. Let me just show you what I've got here to work with. Okay, what I'm looking at is the rock here on the right hand side. Maybe using that to frame or just shoot past it. You'll see all the rock formations in the distance. Every now and then there's a huge wave breaking, and then the cliffs in the far distance with some clouds on the horizon and some nice action in the clouds in general anyway. So that might all be useful. But yes, it's going to be difficult to try and capture one of those huge breaking waves. It only happens every now and then, and there's no real indication that it's going to happen. So there'll be a bit of luck involved if I can capture one of those. I don't think it's going to happen. No, it started raining again.